On to the stacks. We're going to do 3 stacks. The first one is the smokestack. The second one is the steam dome. And the third one is the whistle. So looking at these, it looks kind of complicated at first. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but I'm going to show you a way to use a thing called revolve. So we're going to basically draw half of this cross section and then revolve it around. It's really, really slick, makes it really easy. So we're going to be using the dimensions from here. And so I think what I'll do for this time is I want to try and make it smaller so that we can see it. I don't have to keep swapping back and forth. Um, and then we can just work through it. Then I'll show you how to do this cutaway dimension part here. I won't put the dimensions on it for you because they're fairly straightforward, but you do need to know how to do these cutaways. At least that's what I call it. All right, so here we go. I've got my Fusion up and going right here. I want this guy, so I'm going to try and place it off to the side and do it kind of smallish so we can still see it. And then I'm going to bring my Fusion over a little bit. You'll see that I've got some screen recordings going on. That's okay. Um, Lots of screen recordings that I've made. But there we go. So let's start by drawing this thing from the, looks like from the right. It doesn't really matter on this one, as long as it's either front or right, not the top. That would really mess us up. So create a sketch. I'm going to go ahead and go from the right. And just double checking, making sure that our dimensions are still in units and inches. That's exactly what we want, not dimensions, units. Now we're going to use the line tool. So this one, we have this L. So as I hover here, you can see that there's a little L in parentheses. That means that it's a keyboard shortcut, L. So I'm going to use that a lot so I don't have to waste a lot of time. All right, so we're going to start with the line tool. At the origin, come out 0.25. And then we're going to go up like this, 0.5. Now, these dimensions are kind of in the way. And sometimes it gets a little bit confusing. So if you want to, over here on the sketch palette, you can hide the dimensions. If you ever need to change them again, you can re-show them. But this may help you. Just make sure that you're not trying to draw off of one of the dimension lines instead of the line itself. So let's go ahead and click on the origin again. We're going to go straight up the height of the stack, which is 2 inches tall. And I'll go ahead and reposition my screen like this. And then we're going to go 1 inch wide. Down 0.5. And then we'll draw a line from here to there. Now that would make it solid if we did this, and we want to have a nice opening that kind of represents an actual smokestack. So we'll use the trim tool. This is this one right here, or T on the keyboard. And then we just want to get rid of these 2 lines like that. We'll go ahead and use the offset tool and choose this line. We want to come out according to the drawing. This is going to be a 1/4 inch, it's 0.25 wide. And then all we have to do is, using the line tool, we need to close the shape. And as soon as we have it closed, it'll turn blue, and that's what we need. Finish the sketch. And then we'll use a tool called Revolve. And right now it already has it selected. If it didn't, of course, it'd be like this. We just click on it. And then we use the Axis tool to click on the edge here that's right towards the middle. Click OK. And then we want to make this have the same color, usually, as the train that we chose. Now, coloring your train is not an option. Okay, you must color it something. Like the one that I did for my other class example, I did John Deere, but this one I'm just doing the blue to hold with that Jupiter theme. Go ahead and save this thing. This is part number 2, and smoke stack. Make sure it's going to the right location. Okay, and now I wanted to show you how to do this second part, which is to make the shape, right, like we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and now make this bigger again. And make this guy bigger. Okay, so we want to make this cutaway. To do that, we go to Design, from Design, choose our title block template, and just like we've done before, I might make this one a little bit larger because I think it'll fit. Larger is nice because it is easier to do the dimensions. So we want to go as large as we can for the paper. Now I'm not going to do that third one because what I want to do is something a little different. We're going to use a section view. So now I'm going to click on the view that I want to go from, and then the top center, the bottom center like this. Click OK. Oops. Click right here. Okay, and then we're going to move it over here so that it can be seen. And then we're going to tell it, so right now we're doing depth is full. That means it's the full size of it. Click OK, and it gives us the dimension. So we can see a cross section. Okay, and then you would go from here and you can make it, make all of the dimensions you want. Remember to make your view shaded. And I don't mind like this, that the scale is a little different for the model view so that you just have enough space for the parts that matter. And I'm not going to have the section scale, it's kind of in the way. It's the same scale, so it's not a problem. Okay, I may have to change this scale here to be 2:1 because that's what it was. Oops. Okay, because that's the size that we have here. All right, you'll go ahead and save this, export it to where you need it to go, and submit it.